What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about NFT land. It's unbelievable the amount of money that's been continuously spent. This is akin to legitimate real estate, and we're going to look at it. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel, had you invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, and you were still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for over 13 grand. Obviously, this is after about 7,000 retracements and a bear cycle. One thing I've been saying for over 6 months now is, start building that list of coins you're excited about long term because a bear cycle and a recession was coming. Unequivocally, they're the best time to invest. We've seen, and I've shown that in every financial market. The Nasdaq, DJIA, gold, diamonds, housing. Recessions are where the wealth is generated. So if you've not built your list, you've got time, fortunately, because the bear cycles tend to last a while. And review those coins. And if you believe that they can do something special, then you might have a gem that's going to make you a lot of money. If, however, you don't have the time for work because of work or family obligations or whatever, then you can come to Copy My Crypto and see the coins that I'm going to be getting in on during the bear cycle, the ones that I'm bullish on, the ones that I believe can do 20x's or more. So if you want to be a part of that, click the link in the description and check it out. Right, virtual land. So if you're not familiar, NFT virtual land is an ownable area of digital land on a Metaverse platform. So we've seen popular land projects like Decentraland, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, etc. And what you can use NFT land for is advertising, socializing, gaming, and work, among other use cases. Now, the inevitability of the Metaverse is that, in 20 years, there's going to be people working in offices, meeting in a Metaverse to have a virtual cup of coffee, to have a meeting about crap that they've got to do in their actual job, but they'll do it all via a Metaverse. We'll see that evolution. Might take 20 years, might take 30 or 40. We're a way away from a Metaverse that can fuel that level of use. It takes a lot of energy to power a Metaverse. So what we have seen is that the value that people have been dropping a lot of money on NFT land. And a lot of the time they can then be bought or sold on OpenSea, and it tends to be that if you got in early, they're highly profitable. And the use cases, like I said, advertising, socializing, gaming, work. We know advertising is going to be a big set area that companies use. We already know that there are companies like Nike and Adidas and that have bought land in the Metaverse. We're also going to end up seeing that shopping can then be done via the Metaverse, where you buy an NFT and then you go to a store or you email a store with the NFT and they'll send you your physical goods. Like, that's an inevitability as well. And NFT land is one where you require a bit of capital behind you to be able to do it, but if you can, there's huge profit margins. Virtual land, almost always starts at thousands of dollars. So it's not, most people are going to struggle to do that. But obviously the bigger platforms as well, like Decentraland and Sandbox, theirs is in the tens and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands, and some are millions. But there are NFT lands in other metaverses that might end up being huge, that could end up being incredibly profitable. An NFT real estate company, Metaverse Group, spent roughly $2.43 million in November purchasing 116 plots of land in Decentraland. Down the line, that 2.43 million will probably end up being worth 10 to 20 million. Possibly more. So if you're buying NFT land, you can do it through, you'll do it through your wallet, whether it depends on where the land is, like what blockchain it's built upon, but you'll buy it through your MetaMask wallet inevitably. You can actually rent your land out to actually earn passive income as well. the idea obviously seems mad, but we've seen the growth recently. We like NFT virtual land grew hugely. Like 8 months ago, this was massive. Even now, land is going for crazy money. Plots of virtual land for like some next Earth NFTs in Vatican City went up about 42,000% in 1 month. Vatican's a tile, which is just a 100 square meter plot in the Vatican City, sells for 42 BUSD, while Monaco sells for 14 BUSD per tile, and Macau sells for 4 BUSD per tile. Intriguingly, the famous Arc de Triomphe was originally purchased for around 100 BUSD and resold for 3,400 BUSD on the first day of the launch. And that's just one example. We've seen, a lot of the sandbox land has done about a 50x from when people first started buying up. And the reality is that NFTs are like the metaverse. A lot of the projects right now are quite away from having a real fully functioning metaverse. But those ones that are further along, that have strong backers, that have big participants, are the most likely to succeed. Those ones that are already halfway there or further are the ones that will probably succeed. And the land has such parallels to actual real estate because there is also the level of scarcity. Within NFT, even within virtual land, there's a level of scarcity, and as a result, that does drive the price. In similar ways to the scarcity of Bitcoin originally was one of the things that was a drive, and still sort of is, a driving force behind the huge running price. Right now, an NFT exchange is probably the best way you can go, but a Binance NFT Marketplace or OpenSea, no one really. I mean, OpenSea is probably going to be the one most utilized. And if you go onto OpenSea, you can see that the plots of land are staggering at the moment. But if you're interested in the metaverse, and if you're interested in acquiring different kinds of assets beyond crypto, then it's worthwhile looking into these metaverse projects. So these are some of the top metaverse tokens by market cap. Now, obviously, some are not necessarily games. Some are part and parcel of a metaverse in terms of what they contribute to it. But in terms of land, you can literally type in land, and you'll start seeing the different types of land for sale, and some of them are, like I said, are massive. So Megacity is Sandbox. So the Megacity 2 land sale, so it's a 12 by 12 estate, half an ETH. We've got Shibuya land sale, 0.01. So presumably Shibuya is not that far along, although it's a sandbox thing. But this is all just what's popped up first of all. But if we sort from price from high to low, what we'll see is that some of the values of some of these lands is staggering. High to low. How has it gone from? It's gone from low to high, right? That's not me. Let's swap it. See what happens. Okay. They've legitimately just balls that up. Fine. Highest last sale. Let's do that. See if that actually gives us anything. There we go. Right. So the Sandbox Land NFT charity auction sold for 700,000 Sandbox tokens. Megacity, this Megacity plot of land sold for 626,666 Sandbox tokens, which, bear in mind, Sandbox right now is 600,000. So the best offer so far has been half an ETH. So somehow I don't think that's going to go. you know, I mean, the level of money is incredible. So I was taking the mick out of that one, but that sold for 267,000 sandbox tokens, which again, you know, you're looking at $300,000. So some of the land has now grown to a point that we are at, where it's the same as actually buying legitimate real estate. So this is worth noting, because if you are a discoverer of like a real low cap metaverse project that could be a gem, then you may well have found, and you get the land early, and even then on a new one you're still probably going to be dropping $1,000-$2,000. But if they scale in the same way that some of the land from Sandbox is scaled, then it's going to be insanely profitable. This is a really different sort of investment in many ways, but also very similar to investments that we all make on a throughout the course of our lifetime. The question is how much you believe in a metaverse, in I suppose the project that you're buying the land in. Because if you believe that project's going to end up being enormous, that you think it can be a titan, then there's real potential. But it's an intriguing one. It's not a small investment, but it's what I wanted to talk about, really, because the growth in metaverse land has been incredible, and it's one to keep an eye on. That's it from me anyway. Hope you're all keeping well. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. If you are new to crypto, or even if you've been in crypto a while but you're not prepared for your bear cycle, you can come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I'm going to be sharing the coins that I buy during the bear cycle. Those coins that I think can 20, 40, 50, 100x. Make no mistake about it, bear cycle, recessions, that's where wealth is created. So if you've not got your list of coins that you're excited about, start building it, or alternatively come check out Copy My Crypto. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Bye bye.